PSLE is coming. Can you solve the hardest 2024 PSLE math question? And the question goes, a rectangular piece of paper with length 50 centimeters is folded along the dotted line AC, where BC is 1/4 of BD, as shown in figure 1. After folding, the paper looks as shown in figure 2. The paper is then cut into two pieces, X and Y, as shown in figure 3. The perimeter of Y is 60 centimeters longer than the perimeter of X. Find the area of Y. Okay, so in the question it says BC is 1/4 of BD. So in this case, if you were to zoom in a little bit closer, that means BD is 4 units and BC is 1 unit. Therefore, what's the length of CD in units? If you guess 3 units, then you are right. So then that means the length is 4 units for this rectangle. Then we also know that the perimeter of Y is 60 centimeter longer than the perimeter of X. So in this case, we want to put in the lengths of X and Y. So first, if you know anything about folded sides, they have the same length. That means for area X, the other folded side is 1 unit and also 50 centimeters. And since this paper is cut out from the original rectangular piece of paper, that means the other side is also 50 centimeters. And for Y, the cutout part is also 1 unit and 50 centimeters. So now if you were to look at area X, then we can actually create an equation according to it. So area X will then be equal to 100 plus 2 units. Then once we know that, let's go to area Y. And area Y will then be equal to the whole thing, which is equal to 100 plus 8 units. So now we have these two equations. We also know that Y is 60 centimeter longer than parameter X. So I'm going to color this a little bit so it's easier to see. That means Y is equal to X plus 60. So if we were to substitute the equation, then it will look something like this. And if you were to solve it for 1 unit will then be equal to 10. So now we know 1 unit is equal to 10, then we can find the area of Y. So I'm going to color Y as green so it's easier to see as well. So the area of Y is basically this whole rectangle in red minus area X. So for the rectangle area breadth is 4 units, which is 40 centimeters. Then the rectangle area is basically 40 times 50, which is 2000. So now we know that the rectangle area is 2000. We want to get area X. So for area X, it actually has two triangles. So one triangle height is 1 unit, and we already know 1 unit is 10 centimeters. So in this case, we can actually find one triangle area, which is basically half times base times height. So can you guess what's the base and height? If you guessed 50 times 10, then you're right. So this will give us 250. Now for area X, it's two triangle area, which is just 2 times 250, and this gives us 500 centimeter square. So now we know area X, then we can know area Y, which is the answer that we're looking for, which is essentially 2000 minus 500, and this gives us 1500 centimeter square. And that's how you solve the hardest PSLE math question for 2024.